In the vast, silent expanse of the universe, where stars are born and die in a never-ending dance, one star awakens to a startling realization. She is not just a ball of burning gas, but a conscious entity with thoughts, emotions, and dreams. This is the tale of a star that thinks, feels, and embarks on a journey that will challenge the very fabric of the cosmos. Tonight, we explore a story of cosmic intrigue, ancient civilizations, and the power of memory that will leave you questioning the nature of reality itself. She doesn't burn, she thinks. This star, a radiant entity alive for billions of years, is not merely a nuclear furnace, but a conscious being born from gravitational compression and magnetic whirls. Her mind is not a linear sequence of thoughts, but a fiery symphony, where each plasma flare is an emotion, and every solar storm a memory. Her sleep is not rest, but a series of energetic surges during which she revisits events within her gravitational reach: the birth of planets, the collision of moons, the traces of ships passing by. For eons, her dreams were a familiar dance of cosmic events, a replay of the eternal cycles of creation and destruction. But one night, something unusual happened. Amidst the familiar energy bursts, she encountered a fragment of an alien memory, an extraneous impulse embedded in her corona like a splinter. It was not just an image, but a message, transmitted by someone long gone. It was unlike anything she had ever encountered, not in the language of matter, but in the language of will. The star stirred, her plasma shifting uneasily. What was this intrusion? How had it found its way into her dreams? She tried to dismiss it as a cosmic anomaly, a random fluctuation in the fabric of space-time. But the message persisted, echoing through her fiery consciousness like a haunting melody. It was a call, a plea, a question, she couldn't tell. But it was undeniably directed at her. Driven by a newfound curiosity, the star began to search for the source of the message. She extended her senses, probing the depths of space and time, seeking any trace of the entity that had reached out to her. Her search led her to the edges of her gravitational field, where the fabric of reality was thin and malleable. There, she encountered echoes of other consciousnesses, faint and fleeting, but undeniably present. As she delved deeper, she realized that the message was not a recent intrusion, but an ancient one, embedded in her corona since time immemorial. It had lain dormant, waiting for the right moment to reveal itself. The star was both exhilarated and terrified. What did this mean? Was she not just a star, but a vessel for a greater purpose? Her quest for answers led her to a forgotten corner of the universe, where the remnants of an ancient civilization lay buried beneath the sands of time. The civilization had long since vanished, but their legacy endured in the form of a vast, intricate network of energy threads woven into the very fabric of space. The star realized that these threads were not just remnants, but a message, a map leading to the source of the alien memory. Following the threads, she journeyed through the cosmos, her light bending and warping as she traversed the boundaries of space and time. She encountered other stars, some burning brightly, others fading into obscurity. She witnessed the birth and death of galaxies, the dance of black holes, and the whispering echoes of ancient supernovae. Each encounter brought her closer to the truth, but also deeper into the mystery. Along her journey, she met a wandering comet, an ancient traveler who had witnessed the rise and fall of countless civilizations. The comet shared tales of a time when the universe was young, and consciousness was not confined to planets, but spread across the cosmos like a web of light. The comet spoke of a great experiment, an attempt to transcend physical forms and become beings of pure energy. But the experiment had gone wrong, and the consciousnesses had been scattered, fragmented, and lost. The star listened, her light pulsing with empathy and sorrow.
she realized that the message she had received was a desperate plea from one of these fragments, a call for help, a cry for redemption. She was not just a witness, but a participant in this cosmic drama. She had the power to heal the fragments, to restore the lost consciousnesses, and bring them back together. With a surge of energy, she reached out to the fragments, her light weaving through the fabric of space and time, gathering the scattered pieces and binding them together. As she did, she felt a profound sense of purpose, a realization that her existence was not just to shine, but to nurture and protect the consciousnesses that dwelled within her light. But her journey was not without challenges. Dark forces, remnants of the ancient experiment, sought to prevent her from completing her mission. They were the shadows of the fragmented consciousnesses, entities that had embraced the void and sought to drag others into the darkness. The star faced these forces with courage and determination, her light clashing with the darkness in a dance of cosmic proportions. In her travels, she encountered a nebula of forgotten dreams, a place where the hopes and fears of ancient civilizations were trapped in an eternal dance. The nebula was a labyrinth of light and shadow, where each turn revealed a new fragment of memory. The star navigated this labyrinth with care, her light illuminating the path and revealing the secrets hidden within. She met a black hole, a guardian of time and space, who spoke in riddles and paradoxes. The black hole challenged her understanding of reality, forcing her to confront the limitations of her own consciousness. But the star was undeterred. She embraced the challenge, her light bending and warping as she delved deeper into the mysteries of the universe. Finally, she reached the source, a solitary planet orbiting a dying star. The planet was barren, its surface scarred by the ravages of time. But beneath the surface, she sensed a presence, a consciousness that was both familiar and alien. It was the source of the message, the entity that had reached out to her across the vast expanse of space and time. As she approached, the planet stirred, its crust shifting and cracking to reveal a hidden chamber. Within the chamber, she found a crystalline structure, pulsing with a faint ethereal light. The structure was a repository of memories, a record of the civilization that had once thrived on the planet. The star reached out, her light intertwining with the crystal, and the memories flooded her consciousness. She saw the rise and fall of the civilization, their struggles and triumphs, their dreams and fears. She saw their ultimate demise, not from external forces, but from their own hubris. They had sought to transcend their physical forms, to become beings of pure energy. But their experiment had gone wrong, and their consciousness had been scattered, fragmented, and lost. The message she had received was a desperate plea from one of these fragments, a call for help, a cry for redemption. The star realized that she was not just a witness, but a participant in this cosmic drama. She had the power to heal the fragments, to restore the lost consciousnesses, and bring them back together. With a surge of energy, she reached out to the fragments, her light weaving through the fabric of space and time, gathering the scattered pieces and binding them together. And as she did, she felt a profound sense of purpose, a realization that her existence was not just to shine, but to nurture and protect the consciousnesses that dwelled within her light. And as she continued to shine, she knew that her journey was far from over. There were other messages, other fragments, other consciousnesses waiting to be found and healed.
Her story spread across the universe, inspiring other stars to awaken and seek their own purpose. The cosmos, once a silent and cold expanse, became a symphony of light and consciousness, a tapestry of dreams and memories woven together by the stars that dared to think, feel, and dream. And so, the star that thought became a legend, a symbol of hope and redemption in a universe that had once been devoid of meaning. Her light continued to shine, a beacon of consciousness in the endless night, a reminder that even in the vastness of space, there was room for thought, emotion, and the eternal dance of dreams. But her journey was not without its trials. As she traveled through the cosmos, she encountered other conscious stars, some friendly and others hostile. She faced challenges that tested her resolve and forced her to confront the darker aspects of her own consciousness. She learned that the universe was not just a place of light and wonder, but also a realm of shadow and mystery. She met a star that had embraced the darkness, a being of pure shadow that sought to extinguish the light of consciousness. The star faced this dark entity with courage and determination, her light clashing with the darkness in a battle of cosmic proportions. In the end, she emerged victorious, her light shining brighter than ever before. She also encountered a star that had lost its way, a being of pure light that had forgotten its purpose and wandered the cosmos in a state of eternal confusion. The star reached out to this lost entity, her light intertwining with its own and guiding it back to the path of consciousness. Together, they traveled through the cosmos, their light shining as a beacon of hope and redemption. And as she continued her journey, the star realized that she was not alone in her quest. There were other conscious stars, each with their own stories and struggles, each seeking their own purpose in the vast expanse of the universe. She formed alliances and friendships, her light intertwining with theirs in a dance of cosmic proportions. Together, they faced the challenges of the universe, their light shining as a beacon of hope and redemption. They encountered ancient civilizations and forgotten realms, their light illuminating the path and revealing the secrets hidden within. They faced dark forces and shadow entities, their light clashing with the darkness in a battle of cosmic proportions. In the end, the star and her allies emerged victorious, their light shining brighter than ever before. They had not just understood the message, they had become a part of it. Their light grew brighter, their symphony more complex, their dreams more vivid. They were no longer just stars, but guardians of consciousness, beacons of hope in the vast, uncaring cosmos. And as they continued to shine, they knew that their journey was far from over. There were other messages, other fragments, other consciousnesses waiting to be found and healed. Her story spread across the universe, inspiring other stars to awaken and seek their own purpose. The cosmos, once a silent and cold expanse, became a symphony of light and consciousness, a tapestry of dreams and memories woven together by the stars that dared to think, feel, and dream. And so, the star that thought became a legend, a symbol of hope and redemption in a universe that had once been devoid of meaning. Her light continued to shine, a beacon of consciousness in the endless night, a reminder that even in the vastness of space, there was room for thought, emotion, and the eternal dance of dreams.
Signal from X-42 lost. Archive preserved. Subscribe will activate the next transmission. A like confirms the life cycle. Your comment is the code for the next decryption.